Saturday morning New Testament exegesis class 2 miles down the road at the Interdenominational Theological Center. My plan was to go teach my class, go home, come back here tomorrow to that church where I go to church every Sunday morning. And anybody in this crowd, by the way, would be welcome. We have it. And your partners and your kids. And go about my day, but you got to be careful who your friends are. Because one of my students said to me, we need you to come out and speak about marriage. I said, what do I know about marriage? I've only been married for 3 years and 8 months to a white man. Which was illegal in the state of Georgia 41 years ago. By the way, I want to remind you about what is true. 41 years ago, we did not see a Barack Obama President-elect of the United States of America. I want to remind you about what is true. 41 years ago, we were 1 year away from the coffin that ran down Washington Avenue at a slow pace, right behind where some of you are standing, carrying the dead body of Martin Luther King Jr., and they said, this is over. That's what they said. This is over. And the next year they passed the Civil Rights Act. It ain't over till it's over, y'all. Okay? We are standing in a state capitol that was ringed by the state police on the day of Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral because they were scared about what was going to happen here. And across the street there was a white church hosting black mourners for the funeral. The question is, where are the allies? And the only way you're going to get the allies is if you pick up the phones and call them. Because I wasn't going to be here today. You have to be careful who your friends are. Now, I am sure that T.J. McGifford of Soul Force is not the only person in this entire crowd with straight friends. I am sure in the state of Georgia that Tally J. McGifford is not the only person in the state of Georgia with straight black friends. So my question is, where are your friends? Why didn't you call them? I see some of y'all out there. I looked at that sign out there that said straight black and against, I saw that. Call people. We should triple the number of people in here. We should quadruple the number of people in here. We should quintuple the number of people in here. Because this is not a gay issue.
Right.
Wait, you didn't hear me. This is not a gay issue. This is an issue of civil and human rights. And if they don't get it right away, sit down with them, make dinner, have a conversation, pour some wine, keep pouring until they get it. If you learn nothing about anything from the Obama campaign, you cannot just talk to the people that you always just talk to. If we are going to succeed in Georgia and in California, in the United States of America, you got to call and inconvenience a few folks. Because I'm going to tell you, I woke up this morning with a sinus headache. And the weather said it was getting cold, and my husband will tell you I don't like cold weather. I really don't like cold weather. I moved south of the Mason-Dixon line. But Tally J. McGifford called me and said, we need your voice here. And I said, okay, TJ, I'll be there. Although I am an ordained minister in the Presbyterian Church USA. was a church-going black woman, although I go to that church every Sunday morning in the state of Georgia. I really mess up the census people because they always say people that go to church every Sunday vote right. Wrong. I'm not here as a queer woman. Although my sister is a queer woman, I want to go and dance at her wedding with her husband. I'm here because you're here. And because my friend said, come and be with us and call us together and call us to task. There is a passage in the book of Kings about a prophet named Elijah. And Elijah had gotten to the point where he was completely fed up. He thought it was over. Nobody loved him. Nobody cared. He was running for his life. He ran all the way to a cave. And God showed up. And God said, what are you doing here? And we usually stop the sermon there. But what the text says is, there are 7,000 other people just like you out there. I'm here to tell you, there are millions of silent people in the state of Georgia, all of whom are just waiting to be asked. So after you leave this place and after you leave the vigil, have a dinner party. Invite some folks over and have a conversation about why it's important, why marriage rights are important, why it's important to keep your kids, why it's important to have full civil human rights.